work on this tutorial, you'll need a push button, as you can see, a LED light, and 2 registers, some jumper wires, and our Arduino board, and of course our breadboard. So first, let's go ahead and check the connection. So first we'll see how to put this push button over here. Now I'm gonna put it across the board. So let's go ahead and do that. So make sure that it's connected like this, okay? And we should have a register, and the register is gonna connect like this, as we already know. So make sure that register's left leg. So make sure that this register's right leg and the button's left leg, they're in the same row. Now here we'll have our Arduino board. Now we're going to connect Arduino board and our breadboard with the push button. So the push button's right leg, right over here, I'm going to push the pin, and then I'm going to connect it with this power 5 volt over here. And then the register's first leg, which is also the button's left leg over here, I'm going to connect this one to button or pin 2 over here, so that it connects, so that it transfers volts or energy. And then register's left leg, this one over here, let's connect it to the ground pin over here. So this is the first setup over here that is done. Make sure that you got it correctly. So this leg is connected with Arduino's 5 volts over here, as you can see, this one. And then the register's first leg will be connected with the pin 2 over here, the first leg. And the register's second leg, this one is connected with Arduino's ground. Now we have this LED over here. We're gonna take this LED and insert it like this. Make sure that the short leg is on the left side. And we'll have another register, and this register, I'm going to connect it across the board. So the LED's right leg, or the long leg, is connected with this register. And now I'm going to connect this register over here with the power mode. Now I'm going to connect this leg with pin 13 over here. And just to complete the circuit over here, I'm going to connect the negative leg of this LED to this ground button. So this is how we complete this connection and the setup. Make sure that you get it correctly. Now we're gonna go to our Arduino IDE over here, and let's look at the code. So this refers to pin 2 over here. Pin 2 refers to pin 2, this one over here, and LED pin 13, which refers to LED pin 13 over here, and the button state. So the initial state of the LED actually, or the button itself, the button state, this one, it would define how or whether this LED lit or not. So we have this setup function over here, and as you can see that pin mode here, pin button 2, which is pull up, and then pin 13, which is output. So it's gonna work as an output. At the same time, over here we see our loop function. Now initially it reads the status of pin 2, which is this one, and which is pull up, which means that if we push a button, it's going to get power. And if we push it, it will get power, and since it gets power, the button state would change to high, not 0 anymore. And then that means that LED pin 13, which is this one, so it's gonna be high as well, so it has to light. So when we release the button, we'll see that over here this one gets triggered, which puts the button to low mode, which means that there is no voltage or power, so the light or the LED would be off. Let's go ahead and compile it, and we are going to upload the code. And then over here, when I click on this button, state is high, so that's why we see that this is LED. When I release, the state is low, so that's why we see that the button is not lit anymore. But of course, if you want, you can have a high in all the situations. Okay, so let's go ahead and upload the code. So it's always high, as you can see, regardless you push or don't push. But then what we could do over here, we could put this one to low, which means that initially, before I click on this button, this would be lit. If I push it, it would be off. So let's go ahead and upload our code. So initially it's high because it's falling back to this condition over here, because I didn't click on the button. Since I didn't click on the button, it is high. Now I'm going to click on this button and it would be off because this condition is met. So our LED pin is low, which means there is no voltage, which means it's off. Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. So here we'll see how to achieve this result. As you push on a button, the LED would lit and continue to lit. As you release, it would be off. So let's go ahead and do it.